do you do this? You just give them to it off the stick? I just like hearing you talk. I think you should just keep telling us all the facts about gators.
Well, I know a few facts about gators. If you look at their back, they have ridges on their back. They call them scutes, and those scutes are hollow bones that their skin sitting right on top. If you touch their belly, it's gonna be like soft with hard skin. But this right on their back is hard as a rock. And if you touch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's like a xylophone. You could rub a stick across. It sounds like a xylophone.
Wow.
But each one is an individual bone, and their blood vessels run through those scutes, and they're hollow. Like I said, they're hollow cavities, and that's how they absorb the sun's energy. Like they're sunbathing right now on that log. That's how they do it.
That's amazing.
Come on. Yeah, we gotta work with these gators. They act like they don't know what a hot dog is. Put this right here.
Someone will get it. I wish the little guys would come over.
I know. They the little guys are scared of us, you know,
Yeah.
because they're tiny and they know to stay away from anything bigger than them. That's how they stay alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, little do you guys know I'm more scared of you than you are of me.
Yeah.
But we think Hector is about 30 years old.
Wow. Is he the oldest?
No.
Okay.
Goliath. We think he's close to 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old is Francois?
Probably 35, 40.
Okay.
Where is Francois?
He's right underneath the bridge at the dock.
Yeah.
Oh?
Yeah, he comes from underneath the bridge. But
Can you get him to come, you think?
I don't no, the old man that
Yeah,
calls him
Rodney?
came yesterday. Rodney, that's
Yeah.
him. He came yesterday trying to call him, and he didn't come out. Rodney is
Okay.
like his master. Like, dude, Rodney is the Francois whisperer, and
That's
he never
crazy.
come out yesterday. But I think the guy, my boss, doing all that digging with that big machine,
Yeah.
is spooking him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
But,
makes sense.
They're not telling.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
I'm gonna come and do this tour every single time that I come here. I love this.
they're-
This is my favorite.
Every time, it's always something different.
It is,
you know?
yeah.
They got 5 front toes, 4 back toes, 50% of their body's tail, so you could pretty much cut them in half right behind the legs, and you can tell that's his halfway point.
Wow.
They have a total of 80 teeth. Like I said, they'll go through 3,000 in a lifetime. They have 2 lungs like we have, but they can control each lung independently.
What?
Meaning they can breathe out of one lung and keep the other inflated to regulate how high their back's sticking out of the water.
Wow.
You said they can only take 1 breath a day in the wintertime, right?
Yeah, but they can hold their breath about 30 minutes on average, like during regular summer days. A big one can hold his breath for up to an hour.
Wow.
Let's see what else they have. I know a few other things about gators. I'm not 100% gator expert, but I've learned a lot.
You've
since
done a
I've
good
worked
job. Yeah.
A big gator like Hector has a bite force of about 2,000 pounds of pressure per square inch.
Holy smokes.
So he could squish us like we could squish a grape.
Yeah, for sure. Wow.
Oh, they have glands in their ears, nose, and throat that keeps water from getting in. That membrane over their eyes called a neck titty membrane. If I didn't
Yeah, the neck titty.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
the
know
neck
what
titty
bird named
membrane.
that, but,
That's amazing.
I think that's about it for the facts that I have.
So you guys said you just relocated?
We during the wintertime we take all the boats and we move into our other location because all this land right here is private property, and people hunt on it during the wintertime.
Oh, yeah.
So we don't want to disturb their wildlife or get shot, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
Do you guys go year round or no? Because you're not gonna see
They
any
do,
gators for
but
4 months.
I don't work here during the wintertime. I do I do my own thing. I do duck hunting.
Okay.
Charter duck hunting.
Okay.
And
That's
when I'm
cool.
not duck hunting, like when I'm not doing this during the summer, spring, and fall, I bring people fishing,
Nice.
like charter fishing.
Yeah. So you're a guide all year long though.
Yeah, pretty much.
What is that noise?
Like crickets and stuff.
Oh,
like
okay.
Baby frogs.
Baby frogs? It's whatever it is. I think it's coming from right over there.
And that's why the little gators are in here because they're eating all those little things.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a ton of babies over there.
And all these babies last year were like 10 inches. They were tiny. They were
Wow.
all over now. And
Aw.
looking to get bigger over the past 4 months. It's pretty
Your
cool.
kiddos?
Mm-hmm.
And
They're growing.
how do they grow? How are you saying they grow?
Like
So
I
they
said,
start out at
They start off with
6
5
inches?
to 7 inches, about half a foot, and they'll grow a foot a year. So
Okay.
for the first 6 years of life, you can just pretty much gauge them, you know, by per foot. And then after they get to about 6 feet, then there's no telling how old they could. Male, female, what they're eating, the estuary, all that can depend on how big they get after that.
Okay. How big is the biggest gator?
The biggest gator here is 14.5 feet, Goliath.
Wow.
The biggest I've personally seen is probably 15, 16 feet.
Wow.
Never put a tape measure to him, but you know.
Yeah, you can guess.
They
How
get
much do
big.
you think he weighs?
I think Hector, since he's the heaviest of the smaller ones, he probably is 550 pounds. We think Goliath's about 650.
Wow.
Francois is probably about 600.
Wow.
They will travel through the grass, but they want to be close to the water because if they get scared, they just go into the water. That's their defense mechanism. You know, just going to hide.
So when people are hunting, they're not really worried about them?
Not exactly. You're not just going. Typically, when people hunt out here, you'll pull up to like right here with your boat, and you climb up this tree.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And you're not really just going to walk through here unless you shoot something.
Yeah.
But during the wintertime, they're not out. So when people hunt, you know.
Yeah.
But the snakes are pretty bad out here too.
Yeah.
So you really don't want to just walk out.
Yeah.
And the water
I don't
moccasins,
like a
right?
snake either.
There are a lot of water
I've had-
moccasins.
Yeah, water moccasins, copperheads, cottonmouths.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of people say if a snake gets on this boat, I'm jumping off. I said, I'm with you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And they get in the trees too, don't they?
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, so they could like just fall on you.
The hot dog too? They eat everything?
Yeah, they eat anything.
They do eat everything, really?
Yeah, like little garbage disposal. All these trees out here, most of them are cypress or tupelo gum. And back in the 1800s, they were harvesting these cypress trees to build cities like New Orleans out of.
Yes.
With the French Quarter, downtown, uptown was all built out of
And the
cypress.
same with St. Louis.
The cathedral,
Myrtle Plantation is
Oh, yeah.
made from cypress as well.
the Myrtle Plantation is haunted too.
Oh,
We
just
stayed there. We had a
There you
lot of
go. They
experiences.
almost have big kahunas. I'm scared.
Yeah, yeah. We had a lot of
I did a
experiences.
couple
It's
tours
crazy.
of Myrtles.
Yeah, it's cool. We love it
The
out
door
there.
started
St.
shutting on
Francis,
its own. They left
Yeah.
me 3 gifts.
Really?
Yeah. We went and took the stuff out from our car and then went back in and I had stepped out and there was a little tiny, the little naked Mardi Gras babies. Yeah, it was right in front of the door
Yeah.
on the carpet.
And
I
it
was
wasn't
like,
there 2
no.
seconds before.
I
And then we went to
what?
dinner, came
Yeah.
back. There was a black diamond E, left on the bed.
What?
And then I was FaceTiming one of my buddies showing the entire place and how cool it was. And there was a little chocolate on the lock and it wasn't there prior. It's like this
Yeah.
door that they have locked off that you can't get into that was in our room. And there's
Little chocolate nugget. And what was weird is because I was streaming a
I
lot,
was
you
the only
know.
one that found them too.
And so the one area I didn't stream much was in that closet area. So I had to go back through all my footage and get blurry pictures to prove that there was no chocolate there. I mean, it's really blurry, but you can see there's no chocolate there.
Well, and then
Yeah.
she's sitting in the bed doing whatever she's doing, and the door I'm standing outside, and the door starts closing. So I'm like chewing her butt out. I'm like, "What are you doing, shutting the door on me? Like, come on." She's like, I can hear her get up from the bed. She damn near trips.
Yeah, I tripped over a stool.
Trying to come and record the door closing, and it had stopped. But yeah, it was insane.
They have a lock of hair from every person that lived in there that was stuck in the chandelier. You heard about that?
No, not in the chandelier,
The chandelier
really.
that's
I
in
heard
the
about the
foyer.
Holy Bible.
What?
They found a lock of hair from every person that ever lived in that house.
That's crazy. Oh,
Yeah. They
And then-
also, the head mistress poisoned. Did they tell you that? She,
Yeah,
she
Chloe.
poisoned the
Legend has
family.
it, yeah.
Using, what was it?
Oleander.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the
And
birthday cake.
She thought she was
Yeah.
going to nurse him back to health, but she killed him.
she killed them,
Yeah.
the mom and the 2
But
kids.
They chopped her ear off from eavesdropping.
And then they
Yep.
hung
That's how
her.
she was trying to get back into
The house from
Yeah.
being banned to the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then they drowned her because they believe that if
They
you
hung her. And
Yeah, they
then
hung
they
her.
drowned her.
Yeah, they hung her and drowned
right
her.
outside the house.
Yeah.
And then they took
She's
her
the most
body
seen,
to
I
bury
think.
her.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want her spirit coming into the house. They figured if they take her body and fill it with rocks and put it in water, her spirit's not going to be able to. That's not how that works.
Right, because there she is. She's back.
That's a creepy place.
Well, and
It
then
is
the
super creepy.
2-year-old, little girl that passed away.
Kate Winter.
Yes, Kate Winter. While we were on our tour, actually, she started opening up the cabinet doors.
wouldn't stop.
Times. Would not stop.
Yeah.
She wanted our tour guide to say who she
Acknowledge
was.
her.
Yeah, she was not happy with her.
And then we went on the mystery tour later that night, and the cabinet door did not open one time.
No.
And she's notorious for untying shoes.
And sure enough,
Yeah,
the guy
on
that
the
was
day
standing
tour-
right by me, his shoe was untied. He's like,
Yeah.
"No way, my shoe's untied."
Yeah,
That's
it was
weird.
crazy.
I think they had that big fan that's in the dining
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, and you would
It's-
never
the
know it's a
candles would be
fan.
like this
Yeah.
whenever they walk in the morning. Or
Well,
something
we
like that.
So weird.
She caught a face. She took a picture of me. and
I
there's
caught a lot of
face
faces. We're
in
going
the
through
background,
everything
yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a reflection in a glass. I remember it was like some soldiers or something that was on there. Or something.
Oh,
I can't
that's
remember.
cool.
If you want to know where even it's more haunted,
Where's that?
is Briarhurst, Manitou
heard
Springs,
about
Colorado, buried on Native American
We
burial
caught a
ground.
lot of good
Insane.
stuff.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting though, you know.
I still haven't edited any of our footage, and that was in July.
They see a lot of times people get stuff developed, like with the old cameras. And like whenever you get the pictures developed, you start seeing. Things
Yeah,
that
you
weren't
get a
on.
surprise. I'm gonna get one of those cameras. Actually, I have one. I actually bought one at the shop,
Did
and
you?
it's a really nice one. I just need to get film. Yeah, we need to start taking pictures with that thing.
That
The problem is you end up taking all these pictures, and then you got to pay to get them developed. If you don't catch anything, well, you could
or you just
spend
learn to do it yourself.
$100. Oh, that's a good idea. Wow.
If you want it done right, just do
That's
it
why you
yourself.
make all the real money, Kai. You make the big bucks. That's a good idea.
Well, y'all ready to start making our way back?
Yep.
Y'all lucky. Y'all got a private tour.
I know, and we were actually supposed to be on the 10 o'clock, but I missed the exit and made us late. And I was so upset because we're trying to get to Denham Springs. So I called and I'm like, I'm so sorry. And I was praying. I'm like, please give us a private tour. Please give us a private tour. Please,
They had
please,
4
please.
people that rescheduled to 2 o'clock too. That's why y'all. got
That's amazing. Yeah, this was awesome. This was the best. We're going to do a lot of promoting and send our friends here to see Francois
He'll be
and
out soon,
Hector
hopefully.
and Greedy.
See, I haven't. My favorite gator is
And what is
Marco
your
and
name?
Elvira.
Elvira
Both
and
of those
Marco.
two are Marco's the male. That's my favorite, and Elvira's the female. That's my favorite.
Nice.
She's in that case.
Heck
I
yeah.
love her,
Yeah.
but she scares a lot of people.
Oh, I want to see her next time when we come back in October. So when do they start getting too cold where they're not going to come out?
Probably about November. They were out right before we left. They were
Okay,
out.
okay.
But I'd say like in a couple months they're gonna start getting really active.
Okay.
Probably in a month from now, you know.
Maybe
It's
we'll
already
just come
starting to
back
get
in the
warm. It's
summer.
just the water gonna warm up, you know.
Yeah.
The only problem is here is it's so hot in the summer. I don't know if I want to come in the summer.
Yeah, but they get a lot more leaves.
And
So
it's humid
you can
here.
stay
Oh,
in
yeah,
a-
true.
You can stay in a shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very humid here. I mean, even
Yeah.
yesterday I was swooping out real bad.
Yeah.
I can't stand this humidity. Humidity is what we call it. Yes.
Wait, what's their face called again? The what titty? On
Their
the
eye,
gators?
you mean?
Yeah,
Oh,
their
neck
eye.
titty.
Neck titty. I love it. That's awesome. All right, you ready?
Ready?
All right. Thanks, Tyler.
No problem. We'll see if I can get us off this stuff now.